Danette Haworth's debut novel, Violet Rains Almost Got Struck by Lightning, 2008, introduces readers to the spirited Violet Rains, an 11-year-old girl eagerly anticipating her junior high school debut. Violet's summer is filled with the joys of childhood alongside her best friends, Lottie and Eddie. They spend their days exploring local swamps, hiding out in tree caves, and indulging in brain-freeze frozen treats. But Violet's tranquil life is disrupted when Melissa Gold moves to town. In the rural town of Mitchell Hammock, life is simple and satisfying for Violet, who lives with her mom in a cozy house on the same street as her friend, Lottie Townsend. Their Sundays are a tradition, beginning with church and followed by a fish fry at Lottie's bustling household. At 11, Violet is uninterested in makeup or boys but has a deep love for words. She regularly reads the newspaper's Today's Word feature, collecting her favorites like taradiddle, magniloquent, and serendipity. Violet also shares a love for adventure with her friend Eddie. They embark on outdoor escapades, from hiding in cypress trunks to scouting the river for the massive alligator they've named Albert. While Violet is bold in her explorations, she finds the river's precarious bridge a challenge. She explains, "When Eddie B. dared me to walk the net bridge over the Elijah Hatchett River where we'd seen an alligator, I wasn't scared. I just didn't feel like doing it then." One Sunday, during the church service, Violet's routine is disrupted by the arrival of the Gold family, dressed in city clothes. Introduced by the pastor as Brad and Megan Gold and their daughter Melissa, the newcomers immediately capture Lottie's attention. Despite Melissa's glamorous appearance, Violet isn't impressed. When church ends, Violet and Lottie introduce themselves to the new girl. Melissa, recently moved from Detroit, describes it as the murder capital of the United States and close to Canada. She politely accepts their invitation to the fish fry later that day. While Lottie is enchanted by Melissa, Violet feels threatened by her presence, worried that Melissa's sophistication might overshadow her friendship with Lottie. At the fish fry, Violet's attempts to upend Melissa's poise lead to an embarrassing incident. She invites Melissa to look in a bucket filled with fish heads, causing Melissa to flee and vomit. In Florida, lightning storms are frequent, and Violet, who relishes their excitement, watches from her porch swing one afternoon. Eddie joins her just as a storm begins, and as lightning flashes and thunder crashes, Violet senses that something significant is on the horizon. Feeling remorseful about the fish bucket incident, Violet decides to visit Melissa's house to make amends. Melissa gives Violet a tour of her bedroom, leaving Violet awestruck. "It looks like a royal chamber," she exclaims. "Everything's pink and purple and soft-looking, like a dream." The room even features a TV. Melissa proudly shows off her collection of magazines and reveals her fascination with Hollywood celebrities, sharing that she writes them letters and dreams of becoming a star herself. While Violet finds the outdoors far more appealing than Melissa's frilly pink room, Lottie is captivated by Melissa's knowledge of young womanhood. Lottie and Melissa soon spend a lot of time together, experimenting with makeup, watching soap operas, and even trying out training bras. As Lottie grows closer to Melissa, Violet becomes increasingly resentful. The tension between Violet and Melissa intensifies, often resulting in sharp exchanges, particularly concerning Eddie. Violet has always considered Eddie a fellow explorer, but Melissa's interest in him leads her to make romantic insinuations, further irritating Violet. One afternoon, as a storm approaches, Violet enjoys a break from Melissa's presence with Lottie, baking pies in the Townsend family kitchen. Tension arises when Lottie reveals she plans to watch Paris Heights with Melissa. Violet, believing Lottie prefers Melissa's company, ignores her call to turn off the oven to avoid a lightning strike. Moments later, Violet experiences a shocking sensation as static rushes across her arms and scalp, followed by lightning flaring out the oven. The resulting fire destroys their home, forcing Lottie and her sisters to move into the Gold's spacious residence. Violet is devastated, feeling not only abandoned by Lottie, but also responsible for the fire. Melissa exacerbates the situation by daring Violet to kiss Eddie while they are together enjoying brain-freeze treats. In a fit of anger and humiliation, Violet kisses Eddie and then defiantly tells Melissa it was nothing special. Eddie runs off, and Violet immediately regrets her actions. Determined to make amends for the fire, Violet writes a letter to the local newspaper, detailing the Townsend family's plight and requesting donations. To everyone's surprise and delight, Home Sweet Home, an organization that helps rebuild houses for those in need, volunteers to assist. Violet credits Melissa's celebrity letter-writing campaign with inspiring her to reach out, and Melissa, pleased, announces she is starting a collection of local celebrity autographs and wants Violet's signature to be the first. Violet views her autograph as a peace treaty between them. In an attempt to repair their friendship, Violet approaches Eddie, only for him to flee into the woods and across the net bridge. Violet chases after him, but fear grips her as she reaches the middle of the bridge. When Eddie returns to take her hand, Violet notices him anew, thinking, his eyes burn with their full power. God Almighty, it's like I've never seen his eyes before. Violet Raines Almost Got Struck by Lightning was awarded the 2012 California Young Reader Medal. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.